Hello, welcome. Hank Subtle, the Sonic Shaman here, and I am here to give you a little bit of a New Year Tree of Life reading. I did a poll last night just after midnight, and I wanted to share with you the first five cards. It's usually a 10 card reading, but I'm going to do the entire reading for my Patreons. But for those five card ones, you can go ahead and take a look at it right here. So let me go ahead and bring this up so you can see it. Now, this is a little bit of a unique reading in that it's not the traditional meanings of the tarot cards. It's more from the Kaballa and like the older meanings and everything. And here we have the devil. Okay, and what the devil represents is really how all of this duality works. In the absence of that which you are not, that which you are is not. And this top card, which is the Major Arcana, this is like the soul message of what are we really working on? And we are working on the breaking free of being quote unquote in this reality. When I say in this reality, I mean that to use it for its intended purpose, to have it be a playground of creation and possibility and not a prison of judgment and limitation. So that's the Major Arcana. And in this spread, the Pentacle card down here, this is what needs to really change in order for us to actualize that. And we have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles, the King represents, it's a court card, and the way that I read it is representative of the will of the soul. And when you have the Pentacles one, this is meaning that the will of the soul is really cluttered now with the projections, the expectations of how society says you're supposed to be in the world and what's important, like what we're taught is important versus what we know is important. Okay, so that is the Pentacles. This is what really needs to change. The two tools that we have to do this, one is the Five of Cups, and this is in the traditional picture. There's a gentleman looking at like three spilled cups, and there's two behind him that are still upright. It's a card of ending cycles. It's a card of mourning, meaning that we're not looking to say that what we have been doing is a wrongness. We're saying is, this was fun. It doesn't really serve who we are choosing to be in the world anymore, and we're going to, kind of have an acknowledgement of what has been, not making it a wrongness, and really looking forward. Okay, what is possible now that we are closing the door on this cycle of being in the space of judgment instead of in the space of possibility. The other tool for that is the Knight of Swords. Now, the Knight of Swords is representative of spiritual conflict and moving through conflicts of belief systems and things. So this is like really fitting for the rest of the cards. It's really saying like, okay, what were you taught versus what do you know? Like really, let's put aside the things that haven't worked for us. What is it that truly is important here in order to create and actualize the life of the soul passion? Like what did the soul really come to experience, and what serves that and what does not serve that? And by doing the work, what comes about is the King of Wands. And this is very auspicious because we have the court card for the Pentacles, we have a court card for the fire. And what it really is meaning is like we're burning off, we're purging the things that are polluting the will of the soul, and really getting to what is the pleasure, not the pleasure, but what is the will of the soul, and how to actually tap into that and manifest that without getting caught up with the being in the world. So this is really humanity shifting of being in the world but not of it, moving from the kingdom of me to the kingdom of we. If you're interested in a more in-depth if you want a more in depth of this spread, there are actually five more cards that are clarifying cards that kind of give more detail about these things and really what's involved with moving through these things to actualize these things. And that's available for my Patreon subscribers. That is something that if you join, there are weekly live streams that I do just for patrons, as well as a lot of content like walking towards Serpent Mound and different things that are available for supporters, as just as a thank you for helping me do all this. Now, the other thing is, if you like, I do these readings for people one-on-one. I call them Tree of Life readings. You can find out about it at hanksuttle.com, and that would be more tailored to you specifically. This is humanity as a whole. This is what, when I pulled this, I'm like, where is humanity going? What does humanity really need to know right now? So this applies to everybody. We're all in this together. We're all walking each other home. Individual reading would be more based on what's going on in your life, like what could you specifically focus on, and what tools could you specifically focus on to help move through the hooch of the heaviness that has been weighing you down and turn that into possibilities. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you find value in it. And I look forward to hopefully seeing you for a one-on-one reading for the new year. And also, please, I just rolled out the Patreon thing. I actually started it 2 years ago and I never actually published it. So I actually went through, added a lot of content to that. And that's for people who, if you're not looking to work with me, but if you enjoy my YouTube videos and my content, it's just a very easy way for you to contribute back to me and be in a little bit of the I need divine reciprocity if it feels like. And if not, like, share, whatever you feel to contribute, it is all appreciated as we all help to spread the contagion of consciousness. So until next time, thank you and stay well.